torture someone too, because that's what we're going to be doing again.
Are we torturing again? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's we ended as we
And we've got to
began,
do it
didn't we?
quickly because we're going to go to a portal before it closes.
So, Season 2, Episode 7 of Pup Play Dungeons and Dragons Planescape Adventures. Welcome. Shall we begin with character introductions?
Yes, let's do that.
An instant level.
I'm Hugo, Beastmaster, friend of various animals. I have a panther that stays with me all the time, and a mouse.
Hi, I'm Roger. I play Thorek, a mule fighter battlemaster.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I play Slot, a tiefling bard / sorcerer.
I'm Eleanor. I play Sava, a moon cleric.
I'm John. I play Nerumio, a human warlock paladin. Combos.
And I'm Pete, I'm the DM. Right, so let's have a recap of last session. Let's see who's going to do that.
Oh, God.
Roger!
So, last week we started with some family fun, which was some torture. That was great. I enjoyed that. We wanted a guy to talk, he said no, so we started breaking things until he said yes. Alright, I started breaking things and he started going, I'm scary green-eyed man.
Yes, scary green eye and made him kill himself.
And so we did also make him commit seppuku, although technically he didn't because he smashed his head in.
That's the process.
Yeah.
You did help him on his way.
He did, he kind of went, ugh, and then he went,
That's
BAM!
how seppuku works.
Traditionally with a sword, but alright.
I know it's all available.
So after we liberated the information from this chat, we may have left him to rot in the forest, maybe
Like heroes.
like heroes,
Honourable death.
and went back to the tavern where we had a bit of a relax for a while before going to intercept his contact in the abandoned whiskey cellar. Yep. Where we laid in ambush, waiting for him to come through. He came through the portal, and a bit of a scrap ensued, where we ended up barreling him to the ground and tying him up with rope, ready for some more good old-fashioned torture. After establishing he was evil,
Yeah, he's definitely evil.
Yep.
and he was a dragon kid.
Dragonborn. Yes. And you guys had done a little bit of shopping and stuff during the day. And you were also close to the time when you needed to head to Braktagar to get the portal to the Journeyman. Okay, so I believe we ended in the cellar, didn't we?
We did. We literally just tied him up.
You tied him up, and he is bound and gagged, I believe.
Yep.
On the floor, large, quite hefty dragonborn. He is wearing a robe.
Is the portal still?
No, it closed basically as soon as it came through.
So, did we search him? No, actually, I don't think we did. Search him, see what he's telling us.
He seems to be travelling light. He has some money in a bag, in a pouch, in a concealed pocket inside his robe. But you give him a good search.
Alright, so we'll take that. Is he carrying any weapons or anything?
He's got a small dagger and another small pouch, which seems to have some. You sort of pick it up and it jangles as if there's little metal rods inside it.
What's inside it?
There are little metal rods.
I'll throw that to Nerumio.
I'll
Does
have
that
a
mean
look.
anything to you?
Arcana? Or religion?
We do have the book as well. They might mention the portal opening with the rod things.
I think the portals were only images of the ones the guy had opened.
Yeah, the outpost in Limbo.
Oh, I didn't roll too bad, old mucker, old pal.
20.
Okay, so you take the small rods out of the bag, and you see that there are 4 of them, and they have small etchings into them.
Is it language or?
It seems to be some sort of rune runes, magical runes.
Can I read it with Eyes of the Keeper?
What does that do?
I can read any language or magical script.
Really?
They seem to be runes of unlocking.
Ah, okay.
2 of the rods have 2 holes in them, and they're slightly bigger than the other 2 rods.
Do they look like lockpicks to me?
No, not at all.
So, would these be maybe something that opens a portal, based on what we have in the book?
Possibly.
It seems this is the key to the portal he was using. Does it stagger look magical to anyone?
Does that mean he brought the key with him?
18 to see if the dagger looks magical?
It just looks like a really nice dagger to you.
It is high quality, but I do not sense any magic with it. We'll sell it.
Okay.
How much was in the bag?
There was
$1 million!
Well, like
Not
3
that
gold.
lucky.
27 platinum pieces.
Fucking hell!
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Just a bit of loose change.
Yeah, but it's opening up.
How rich are the people in charge of him?
So who had you been told he works for?
This, oh gosh.
The girl.
Sel Valdoffen, the half
Yep.
giant, who was one of the banished heads of the Masmovian Alliance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have D8 inspiration.
For keeping track of things.
Our plot device!
Yeah, put to
a
Even
little
when she
book.
doesn't cast a spell, she still has 5 plot.
Yes.
We're just the thugs who follow her around.
And he seems to have gone quite still on the floor.
Oh gosh.
Is he alive?
We haven't killed him, have we?
Yes.
He's not a shark, he doesn't need to keep moving to stay alive.
You'd bashed him up a bit.
Can I just borrow a rulebook? Not a huge amount.
Yeah.
But not a huge amount. But
Yeah,
and tied him up and gagged him.
Yeah.
But he's just lying there still.
Can I borrow a rulebook quickly? Can I borrow your rulebook quickly?
Yeah.
Or a fake rulebook? Just need to see.
Fake rulebook. This one I've written in. Scribbled out all the
Players, hit points.
all the references to elves.
No, so specific.
Okay,
just
so
picked elves.
you're in the dimly lit basement with this dragonborn. What do you want to do with him?
Like he's
Oh god, I don't like the sound of that.
You guys are rapidly becoming murder hobos.
What do we want?
Torture
We want to
hobos.
find out where this Transmovian dude is, right?
Well, if they're going to keep sending people to, like... Basically, I think they're monitoring people who ask about the Masrovian Alliance, and they're basically abducting them or attacking them, and I'm pretty certain, at the very least, perhaps they abducted, you know, our tavern guy we're trying to find.
We should certainly ask
Or at least
about
they
him.
know the people who do it.
Is the door shut in the basement? Or is it open?
Up to you. Did you open it? Did you close it?
No, we didn't
What,
touch
the
it.
one that was upstairs?
The one that goes back upstairs, then it's
I
open.
checked
Alright.
that the enchantments
Okay.
were still there.
Okay, it didn't do what I think it did. I am going to go up the stairs and shut the door at the top of the stairs, come back down and shut the door at the bottom so it can muffle the noise.
Okay.
Sure, okay. I don't think that will set off the spells there, so that'll be fine.
Okay.
So, well, I've got a feeling we might have to ungag him, so he might
I think we might need some more finger breaking stuff going on.
Lettersheg looks slightly pale and sort of stumbly in the corner like he was in the presence of magic before.
Oh.
Oh no, again, everybody duck.
He looks at you and he kind of steps to the side and sits on the floor.
Does someone help me drag
I will
this shit out of this room?
I will try to focus in on myself and sits there quietly.
He is finding his center.
Good for him.
It's right there. I will literally point at the center of it.
It's more a metaphysical,
Like a solar
plexus kind of thing.
Abstract concept of self-awareness.
No, it's right there.
What? What's he talking about?
Play my drum.
Yeah, but this is going to help. We're on a set
knows?
time scale here, guys.
Sally, you know you've got about half an hour.
Alright, what do we
Okay,
want
we've got half
to
an
know?
hour, people.
Right, we want to know if those rods actually open the door and how they do it. And And we want to know anything about the guy that got kidnapped at the very, very beginning. His name suddenly escapes me.
Magrav.
Yes, Magrav.
We should ask him if he's seen Magrav. The keys can wait.
We could bring him with us.
Who?
Through the streets.
I'm not
Oi,
sure.
where's Magrav?
Yeah, I'll cast
Yeah, that's
invisibility
more
over
where
him
we
and
go.
drag him along.
Remove the gag.
No one will know.
I think you should do it
Guys,
first.
the
before.
gag has been removed by.
Oh, fucking
Alright.
brilliant.
Before
One
we.
thing I said was don't.
Too late, it's happened.
I just shouted, where's Magrav at him?
Where is he?
You know, just saying we could
Give me a good
make
shot.
him invisible, drag him to the
good
streets, get him off the Journeyman with us. Big question about our leisure. We have half an hour to get from here to the next place. It's a 15-minute walk.
Is it a 15-minute walk?
Well,
So what you're saying
10
is-
minutes away as well as Pete said before.
Right, yeah.
So probably 50 minutes dragging someone.
Yeah, I've got to get through the door.
How
do a
big?
lot of damage in 20 minutes.
How
Yeah,
big
fine.
is this guy? Could I carry him easily if I wanted to? Looking at him.
He is probably only slightly smaller than you. Considering he's a dragon and he's got scaly skin, he's quite heavy for his size.
That's fine by you.
Okay, you remove the gag from his mouth,
That is true.
and he snarls at you. I'll tell you nothing.
Well, that's not very close.
BAM! Okay.
Hi, Chelsea nutted it.
As you go to headbutt him,
Glaswegian smile.
Oh no.
he breathes fire on you.
Oh!
Out of his mouth. Ah! Make a Constitution saving throw.
Plus stuff. 16.
Okay.
Can I fire the rope? Yeah.
I just need to check how.
I need to check my vowels.
So you picked him up. Is anyone standing behind Thora?
Probably
no,
not. They
you're
were all
just-
talking. I just
Yeah.
walked over to him and went, bam.
Okay. So you take the full blast of his breath weapon.
Ooh, that hurts.
So take
Oh, I need to get in distracted.
15 points of fire damage.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse.
So
I
you
would
see
suggest.
Thorak headbutt this guy, and as he does, a blast of flame erupts around Thorak.
It probably
So I
looks
roll
quite
damage?
good.
Yes.
What damage does a headbutt do?
It's 1d4 for an unarmed attack unless you're a monk.
We need to get some XP.
Plus your strength modifier.
6. I rolled a 1.
6. You rolled a 1.
He's a trader, he's not very good at socializing.
I have to protect Roger.
After he does that, Pete, I'm going to roll him onto his front and start smashing his face into the floor.
Okay, well I've just checked how many hit points you did to him. He, as you headbutt him, he sort of starts to look.
Oh, alright, I'm then just going to roll him and hold his face to the floor.
I'll come over and try to pat Thorak out with my
there's
cloak, which is
a little bit of fire.
anti-flames or whatever it is.
Probably just disregarded it.
Yeah, you are a little bit on fire, but you are banging his face on the floor.
Well, if he's going, "Ugh," I'm probably just pinning him to the floor.
Okay. Pin him to the floor.
Where's Magrav?
Do we want to take him with us to the
He's kind of
Journeyman?
rumbling incoherently at the moment.
Where's Magrav?
I think your technique's fine.
Make a intimidate or whatever it is.
So I get advantage given I
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gun, you're on top of a building, he's got a gun with you.
Oh, I'll take that 18.
The building is on a boat.
22 plus, what was it, charisma? 23.
Okay. He grumbles, Tunarath. Tunarath. Make roll unarmed damage again.
9.
Okay.
I'm not
In
slamming,
your,
I'm literally-
no, I know, but in your kind of, he's just breathed fire all over you, and you're trying to intimidate him. You're putting on a bit of force, and you kind of smash his face into the floor.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He failed his first death saving throw. The blood is seeping out of his mouth. You think you've dislocated his jaw. He's
I'm gonna grab your shoulder. Enough, Thorak! You're killing him!
Healing word in him.
Would
Yep.
I'll listen to you.
Oh, no, I was just wondering whether I'd noticed someone was being killed in front of me.
Yes,
Yeah.
you went over and put him out. So yes,
if
you
they actually
would!
went smack, you'd probably see blood fly.
Yes, and
Okay,
the
good.
noise of them fighting, you turned round anyway.
Well, she went over to pat Thorak out, didn't she? So
Okay,
she's
That's right, you were there.
Right, so you cast Healing Word. Little tapping on the drum.
you fuckhead.
Roll on the Wild Magic table.
That's the healing word.
Okay, so you see his jaw relocate, and the blood stops pouring out of his mouth. And he kind of...
We're in Tunarat! Thorak, control yourself! And then carry on. Whatever was happening.
Yep,
I'm doing my turn.
Okay, so I can't do this twice, right? This is the ones.
Yep.
2,
20.
20.
Is this wild magic?
Yep.
This is the thing though.
We all
Next
explode.
minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, you're
That's actually
faster.
running pain right
Yeah,
now.
some of them are.
The magic comes out quicker than you're used to, and heals him. Feel that you could...
But that was on
And in
putting
the
him
last
asleep.
battle, the archer shot and hit
Oh, you
me
tried to
in
put
the
me
leg.
asleep.
I did a healing word and then I did sleep.
Okay, so roll how many hit points of sleep. Oh, hang on, you're going to roll like
5d8.
Okay, it's fine because he's only on a few hit
Yeah,
points.
5d8.
Okay. So he starts snoring.
I really think we should bring him with us. We have half an hour to get to
And then we'll
the
throw
Journeyman.
him overboard on the Journeyman.
We can if we want to.
No,
or we can torture him at your
no,
leisure.
there will be no throwing overboard. We will give him an honourable death.
Honourable
and then
death
join
what we
him.
want, but we
I think being
can't, we
thrown
don't have the
overboard is
time.
honourable.
No, it is not honourable and I
About
will
10
not
minutes
allow
have
it.
passed this thing. Okay, we've got like 20 minutes left.
We have 20 minutes to get there. It's a 10-minute walk.
Better put his gag back in the
Should I
shape
bounce
of
through
there.
as well?
Pete, I'm going to gag him tight up right.
Okay.
Right. And then pick him up.
Okay.
I'll grab a better shot. He's still
Okay.
looking.
Okay, no, he stands up. I'm coming.
Right.
Let's go.
Invisible.
I
don't think I can do
I'm just trying to
Is that your marching
Smash
music?
through the,
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
Stick him over my shoulder.
Okay. Right.
I can pick up a pub, I should be able to pick him up.
Yes.
Thorak
shrugged.
will run to catch our ferry.
Okay, right. So,
While we're on the way there, because sleep apparently isn't a concentration spell. Can I cast invisibility on the guy we're
Ah,
yes, you can.
clever
Thank
girl.
you.
I'm just going to be doing this with an invisible thing. I'm a little
The thing is that like you're
Clever girl.
You hold his legs down here, so you don't look quite as strange.
Just hold it like this so it looks like your thumbs up.
It's sigil. It's sigil. There's all kinds of weird people walking around the streets, and no one really bats an
What we
eye.
should be expecting is half of them to be invisible.
Probably, actually.
You make your way to Bractagar's, and the big forge building, which now you can see since you've been to the Burning Rift.
Oh yeah.
Salmon. The main structure, which has got bits attached to it, looks like one of those low, big buildings. And the anvils are ringing, and there's people hammering. And there's a healthy trade going on. You can see lots of customers having a look. It seems a bit more busy now since you guys sort of added to the customer. And Bractagar is kind of standing there, looking around, and he sees you coming. Ah, you have arrived.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you quite all right?
We have an invisible, unconscious captive on his shoulder.
He's very honest. Very honest.
We think you can lead us to Magrav.
Ah, excellent. Well, then give him a dig for me.
Not a little power, literally just boom.
Bring him over here. Anyway,
He's a bit fragile.
Come with me. He takes you into a chamber where he has various cupboards and wardrobes, large things set up with suits of armour in and weapons and things.
Just ignore the lingerie. Just ignore it.
Armored bikini.
Azer lingerie. It's fire retardant.
Oh my, just got hot in here.
Reveals
Okay, right, through here. And there's a large cupboard in one wall, and either side of it there are some weapon racks. And he goes over and pulls out some what look like fairly boring weapons, really crap weaponry that he would probably never sell. And they sort of they hide away in the background with all the finery around. And he changes position of them on the weapon racks, and the innards of the cupboard glow, and a shimmering surface appears. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Do you all have your sea legs?
We do.
I have.
Oh, hang on.
What's a sea?
Well, it's a river so vast that it might as well be a sea.
Don't worry.
You two fellas might want to prepare yourselves.
Might be a bit shocking.
You've had a bath, right?
Understand the idea.
Now,
Like that, but bigger.
imagine a really big bath.
What, sort of like twice as big?
Yes, go with that.
Good.
A moving
She's
bar.
never seen the sea. She's lived on a mountain all her life.
Right.
When we
Like
went
a
to the
cart,
sea,
but a bar.
gobsmacked.
It's a giant river. Have you seen a river?
Saves.
Don't know. Probably.
You probably saw a stream.
Like a long
or
dart.
something.
Yeah.
Yes, it moves fast. This is a vast river, the river Styx. Right, anyway. Say hello to Tarquil for me.
Who knows? Who knows?
My pro wrestling name was Tarquin.
Sorry, my pro wrestling name was Tarquil.
Yeah, he did wrestling. I've seen videos.
I don't want to see videos.
Was that when you were dressed as the female orc? Or?
No. Everyone's obsessed with the female.
Okay.
But horrifying.
Beautiful.
Okay. So there is a portal, big big enough for two of you to walk through at a time.
Well, I'll go through then.
Yeah, I'll
Why not?
step through.
He's carrying the prisoner, so.
I'll turn back and say, thank you, better. No, damn it. Thank you.
Thank you, better.
Damn, damn.
But
Sorry.
Raktigar.
Okay.
Thank you, Raktigar. Sorry.
You're most welcome, young lady. Isn't your name? He's just looking a bit wonky.
Well, I'm not bringing in.
Okay, so who's going through first? You
And me.
and you. Okay, right. So you guys step through, and you get that sense of vertigo once again.
Yeah.
You step through, and the sky above you is clear blue, except for maybe a very small whiff of cloud in the distance. And and your feet land on what you feel is solid ground. But then the ground beneath you moves. It's wooden planks, but it moves. And as you look around,
The hell, this building's collapsing!
Thorak, you see that beyond wooden railings around the side, there is more water than you ever possibly could have imagined exists, stretching away in all directions.
I didn't know there was this much blue in the universe.
And around you, there's a big mast. There's sailors moving around, doing things in the rigging and changing things, moving stuff. There's a whole crew of people like attending to this this boat.
That's the biggest bath I've ever seen.
And there is a rather dapper-looking halfling with finely tended hair, exquisite clothing. It looks like some very fashionable studded leather armour. On his belt, he has a rapier, and he stands there looking directly at you. Welcome, he says.
Good evening.
I am Tarquil, Thornrigger.
Genius. I am Narumia.
Well met. I believe you are all friends of Practigar.
We be.
How is the grumbly little man?
He has been very kind to us.
He is a great fellow. I love him to bits.
I sniggered when he said little fellow.
So, is it just the two of you?
No, there are more coming.
Okay.
When are we leaving?
We are always leaving, my good friend, for we sail the river Styx.
Okay.
But I believe you wish more to reach the Astral Plane.
We do.
And very soon we shall reach the point in the river where it forks, and we shall be heading towards the crossing point of the line. Thread the planes together, and there we shall open the portal.
Are cabins available to us?
You should not need to stay too long for cabins.
It's on the other side of the portal, I'm like,
Yeah, okay, so you guys start to come
I
through.
was going to say we have a prisoner to talk to, but I don't think I should.
You're already there.
You come through.
Yes.
And you see the clear blue sky, and then the blue carries on sort of around.
I just hold on to things for a while.
Yes. The ship is moving around, side to side, up and down.
I just kind of stood there in amazement.
Thorax standing at the side of the boat, gazing at the water.
Does this place feel as though it connects with all the other planes? Like, sort of.
Yes, you have a very strange feeling here, as if all threads could possibly lead in all directions.
This place feels like all the fate lines.
Is the water a bluey colour, or is it kind of more a grey or a green?
It's quite blue here. Yeah.
Would I know to yell, don't drink the water?
You don't know.
down the road.
John. Well, I'll see what
Is this
happens.
the eternal stairway? That's a lot of blue.
We have been warned against that, haven't we?
Yeah, you guys all come through.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm not
shame.
taking my eyes off the water.
Not feeling well.
Things are blue.
The rocking of the ship
I know how it
is
feels.
making him feel sick, and he goes over to the side of the boat and vomits over the side.
Oh.
Yes, you are there. And greetings, everybody. I am Tarquil Thornrigger.
I'll be looking around. This is an impressive ship.
Why would you put?
It is indeed, my fair lady. And how are you on this fine day?
I'm loving this plane. It's wonderful. Some connection to the
Winks
kids.
Oh, I wouldn't say no to another tribute.
Chief, like a coat people.
Just some water would be great.
Water. Okay. So the three beard.
This would be removing a status effect if I wanted to remove seasickness, and I don't think I have that.
Are we seasick?
That's shake.
Shakes
That's a
vomits
shame.
over the side of the boat.
I think I'm just far too
Could be
distracted
acid.
by the blue to realise anything else going on.
So yeah, do you want someone who can spit acid?
I didn't think there was this much blue in the galaxy.
I had a character in my other.
Why would you put thorns in a reef?
Lived all her life.
Make it
Ah,
difficult to
saw the sea
very
for the
good
first time
question.
and
It is our lead mast. Yeah. On the sail there, you can see my emblem.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
But
twisting
not on the
thorn.
rigging.
No. Twisting thorns on
Make it
ropes.
awfully difficult for a sailor to actually
So,
get up there.
is the river Styx flowing through the plains?
Yes. In a semi-physical, metaphysical way that few people understand. Yes. Soon we shall arrive at a place where I can open a portal to the astral plane for you good fellows. Baktagar has told me you're on a very important mission.
If he's looking at me, I'm not going to
Yeah,
notice. I'm
he's just
looking
generally,
straight over them.
he's just generally kind of talking to you.
Yes, we are trying to save a friend.
Your friend?
Yes.
So, do you never stop?
We keep going. This river never ends, my friend.
Amazing. Just open portals by will, and the river keeps going.
We keep opening portals, the river keeps flowing. If the river were to ever stop, I'm not sure what would happen to the very planes of existence.
That's a good way to make a living.
Well, thank you. That's how I've managed to do it so far. And occasionally we have the odd scrap along the way, rescue a damsel or two, find a hidden treasure, you know, the usual japes.
He wanted a coat. That was rude.
How long will it take to get to our destination?
Ah, it is merely a few hours sail.
Could it maybe be things like sort of like
Wow.
some like freckles?
That's really convenient.
We have the portal cabin, which I will show to you once we arrive. But if you do wish a place to recline and repose for a short period, then you may use my cabin.
Oh, thank you.
And you may all go down into the hold of the men.
That's good because it suits the whole like, low budget vibe of this game. Like where we kind of put
I'm just going to kind of unceremoniously drop the guy on the floor next to me.
yeah, we
It's still invisible, isn't it?
Well, I hope you're not expecting me to drag him surreptitiously into my cabin so someone can sneak up to interrogate him later.
Oh my! Dragging men into your cabin, are we?
Anyway, I have things to attend to with the crew. Please try not to bother them too much, they are very busy. The river Styx is unpredictable, so we often have to keep a very keen eye on the ropes.
Well, thank you again for your help.
More than welcome. I owe old Bractagar several favours, and this ticks one off the list.
Very practical. Okay, I will be probably having realised that someone who's not really in control of necromancer powers probably shouldn't be unattended on a ship. So I'll be sort of next to Bractagar.
You can give him a
Sorry,
lesson.
why am I getting those two mixed up?
You can give him a lesson.
A lesson in what? How not to destroy a boat accidentally.
Thank you. Thank you, good sir.
There is a faint snoring coming from the floor. Okay, so
I'm gonna
the
go
halfling
into
goes off,
Titanic.
and he's deft, he's very agile, and he jumps from rigging to rigging and moving around very quickly. It seems like a very capable seaman.
I'll go and find a quiet spot at the front of the ship.
Okay.
Just sit and meditate.
The river is extremely wide. Off in the distance you can make out the shoreline.
Well,
And
well,
over to one side a vast mountain.
about that.
So it actually is like, it's not like stars and space, it's actually land.
No,
You don't know. Here, it looks like that. You're flowing through one of the planes. Maybe when it forks, other things happen. You're not sure.
This is a spiritual place.
Yes, I agree with that. Many fake
So
lights here.
much blue. Yeah, I'm still holding on to things.
I retire to my chamber. No, I'm not going to.
Pan seems slightly unsettled being on a ship.
Oh, okay.
And he's not like panicked or anything, but just like, oh, and every time the deck moves, he's like lifts one of his paws. And it's like,
If necessary, I can calm him, but I suspect at the moment he's actually calmer than I am. So.
okay. He tries to calm you. Okay, so the crew around you are a strange assortment of all different creatures and races. You see some lizard folk, there's a bugbear, there are some humans, a couple of dwarves, an elf or two, yeah, so there's an eclectic bunch of different people moving around and tending to the ship.
Cool. I'm going to meditate at the front of the ship for a bit.
In this world, the geography in the UK managed so that we were able to serve to nothing and then Wales.
Oh, okay, so he's not asleep.
He's invisible for an hour. So.
He's gagged.
He's gagged.
He's gagged. So what you thought was snoring is probably choking.
Oh, okay.
Not really paying attention to anything other than watching.
He was like,
Blue, so
No, I dropped him. I just went,
dropped him on the floor. A sailor comes walking past you and trips over the invisible body on the floor. Boy, mate, what are you doing? Blue!
Look at that.
Okay.
And others.
Divine sense. Evil, undead, or demonic entities on the ship.
There's the
evil guy, yeah.
So give it at least one, shouldn't you?
hey, I'm good. The Thorak.
It's actually a demon.
Divine. You can't sense anything undead or demonic. or anything else evil.
Good. So we're safe.
Besides me.
So we're with pirates. Okay, that's good. That was going to be the right
Well, they might be
next
chaotic neutral, which is just as bad as evil.
What are you looking at me for? I'm not chaotic neutral. Chaotic good.
Chaotic
Not
neutral.
that you'd know. To
Those
be
people
honest.
Hey, I do things for the right reasons.
Okay.
It's the things you do.
That's why I'm chaotic.
Right. So you're meditating at the front of the ship.
Yes.
You're standing staring at the sea. You're trying not to fall over, even though you're probably not going to.
I'm trying to, well, basically I'm doing a small pep talk / lesson with Betashek to try and keep him from, you know, necromancing all over the ship.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
Okay, so you're going to go over to the,
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to cast silence if he tries to.
You can hear some shuffling.
I'm gonna sit on him. I'm gonna
Okay.
literally sit on him.
Okay, you sit hovering in the air.
Yep, that's fine.
Only a little
I'm okay
bit,
with
you
this.
know, it's not like...
I am okay with this. I just want to just go. Whoop.
You lean on a nearby barrel to make it try and look like you're,
That is what I would do, definitely.
You're going to recast invisibility every couple of hours.
Does that sleep count as a short rest for the Dragonborn sorcerer?
Yes.
No, it's only a minute, wasn't it?
Oh,
Must have been an hour.
I'm also not sure it's that rest for being tied up and kicked.
Oh, I know.
And
With the
punched.
creepy actively avoiding me because I'm weird.
No, because they're all weird as well.
Okay.
And they've probably seen, you get the sense that they've probably seen lots of different people arrive on the ship and then leave just for short periods of time, so they don't really even pay you any kind of attention. They just let you, occasionally someone says, can you move? And they like reach to grab a line of rope behind you or something, but apart from that.
Cool. We could do with finding somewhere to put this.
So the ship's sailing along, you actually see
Blue. No.
Yeah, my
birds fly across the sky, and they look like fairly large, perhaps geese formation flying through the sky, just peacefully. And for a moment this kind of calms you slightly.
Very nice.
And you think, hang on, this is a very natural world, perhaps one of these more natural planes that you've been told about, and you start to calm down.
Starting to chill.
Yeah, starting to chill. Find your core. Okay. Right. What are you doing?
Anything we should be aware of?
Keep an eye on this guy. Gets particularly
Okay. He's shuffling around a bit. He's trying.
I
he's
think we should find somewhere to put this guy.
See?
I'm gonna say to Yuko because he's staring at the sea.
He said the same thing I did.
No, he vomited a bit. He's probably fine by now.
You notice that Zmot is sitting sort of that far off the floor.
I think we should find somewhere to put this guy. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with him.
I don't think we're going to
Well,
get much
Lisa, I
stuff
don't
out of
care.
those two. Or, do we even notice Nero sort of just sneaked
He's wandered off to the front of the ship.
And Nero's gone. Excellent.
Alright, where we put it in then? I'm going to say without taking my eyes off the sea.
I think Magrav very much does that, like, he
There's still thing in there, no one would see him.
Yeah, but he died. He can't breathe.
It's like Banasage when
I suppose then you can't tell us where Magrav is.
yeah,
Not the most.
Well, we tried, no,
You wanna
we
question him?
barrels with basically, no.
Might be a bit loud.
And bloody.
Can we find somewhere?
Can we put him in a barrel? Maybe?
That's the thing, my guys mentioned.
We could put him in a barrel.
Oh, okay.
I could make him fit in a barrel.
So I just go back to business.
Exactly. There may be some
Yeah,
reorganisation
he's
required.
your size, isn't he?
There are some large barrels dotted around.
Actually, someone got their face cut off.
Does he happen to go
We
in?
could figure a few
You do.
things.
You do know a lot about barrels.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many barrels do you want in there?
Didn't we have a list of information we wanted to get out of him?
That's worse than 10 babies in a skip.
Does he need enough
Maybe
big
it
legs
takes
to live?
So what do you want to do for a couple of hours?
Taking a long rest.
That's a short rest.
A
short rest.
You say
Do you want to take a short rest?
We are the he's tied up and gagged. Can we put him somewhere? And he's got
The only good place to put him would be like the portal room, where we're shifting through later.
Some person
But,
who wrote.
We could stick him in a barrel.
Holy symbol. Someone with two daggers.
Big barrel.
There is a big barrel.
We're
you
going
can
to be
fit.
like this big epic boss.
Is it empty?
A little bit
Just give me a blender.
You are a blender.
I'm actually going to start now wondering about the ship cautiously.
Yeah. Starting to find
I'm
sea
quite
legs.
liking it, you know.
You're wandering
still tied up
around.
and gagged
Still
and
holding on
now
to
in
things
a
quite a
barrel.
lot, but
As you look down into the water, you can see that there's lots of things living in the water, swimming along.
that's just weird shit.
I think we should take it in turns to watch.
Right, I'm going to stick him in a big barrel.
Okay.
I think we should take it
Sit
in
on
turns
the barrel.
to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take a short rest while sat on the barrel.
And watching the ocean?
Sorry?
River? Or the blue? As you like to call it.
I'm going to tie a rope around the barrel.
Okay. Okay. Right. So you all spend some time resting, checking the ship out.
Oh, before I rest, I'm going to use second wind.
I will probably be looking just to see if there's, I can see any visible weapons. I mean, not that I'm, well, just because like, I'm thinking, this place goes through all the planes. Planes are pretty dangerous from what I've experienced. How have they managed to sort of...
They all are carrying weapons.
Does the ship have any sort of special weapons?
As you go up to the poop deck, you can see that there are two ballistas.
Yes!
One on either side of the boat.
I love harpoons, ballistas, they're amazing.
Odd thing to like.
Yeah.
I'm a really fan of the 1932 whaling song. I've written a book about them called How to Kill Free Willy.
22.
Okay, so you play a little song,
Elf with
and some of the sailors sort of turn their heads and sort of.
There was a ballista on a carriage, and I was an archer, and I shot the ballista so it pointed down towards the horses, and shot the trigger so it shot the ballista into the run of the horses, and the horses deflected and the carriage crashed.
Oh, cool.
Amazing shots.
Oh, cool.
Just really cool.
Right, so otherwise, time passes. And Rumiel, you're sitting at the front of the ship.
Yeah.
You see up ahead a big tower coming out of the river. Big ruined structure.
How many short rests could we get in the time we're on this?
You just get one. You can't just go short rest.
That's the one from the TV series.
And the river seems to split around this tower, and you can now see that there's like a rocky, craggy land behind it, and the scenery beyond does really change. And as you approach, the sun starts to go down very quickly. Ah, we have a better shack.
Oh, a better shack.
I think you might be feeling better.
Should we have a brief pause?
You've been vomiting.
Brief pause while bedshed gets set up.
Yes.
Jim has arrived.
What? Better what? Better shake.
Okay. So you are on board the Journeyman on the river Styx, and you can see ahead of the ship.
Have I stopped being sad?
Yeah, you stop now. A ruined tower on a craggy outcrop which is splitting the river. And as you approach, the sun goes down rapidly, and the sky goes dark and fills with stars. Clouds start to creep in. 3 moons are in the sky. And the crew start doing things in the rigging, and the ship starts to turn.
I'm going to use insight. This is not a natural occurrence, is it?
Make a roll. No, it's not a natural occurrence.
Natural 20.
Alright. This is definitely a transition point between planes on the river.
Okay.
Well done, genius.
I don't know, I've never been to freaking outside of Central. I don't know what's going on.
Very true.
There could be 3 suns, like Tatooine.
Ah, my good passengers, says Tarquil, coming over to the group of you. Tarquil's the captain of the ship.
It was my pro wrestling.
Okay, he comes over to you guys clustered around this big barrel.
I'm not.
I know. Ah, time has come for you to part ways with us. Please, fetch your friend and join me in the portal room.
Okay, I will go
Points at the
find you.
door.
I probably saw him when I was checking out the balance.
Yes.
There's a bit too much.
To paraphrase Rafiki, it's time.
You're gonna. If you're going to, I've been
Doesn't matter, it's just in the past.
Okay. So you 6 and a large barrel.
From the wrist, not from the
Make your way
jazz hands, not
in through the door into the kind of cabin area at the back, and there's a doorway to the right which is open, and you can see like the captain's room in there with his desk with maps and things, and bed in the corner, and bottles of wine and rum and all kinds of different things in there. Weird trinkets and little treasures on shelves behind little railings so that they don't fall off the shelves and things like that. And there's a door on the left, and there is a room with portals, doorways set up on the walls. Aha! Here we are. Are you all ready?
Yes.
We're not going to change into disguises or anything.
Go.
This portal of ours leads into a large marketplace in Tunera.
Oh yeah, that's the point. I suppose we've got.
We should prepare to be merchants.
Yeah.
Put the disguise on.
Okay.
I don't need a disguise.
Sure, you'll be our bodyguard.
It's alright, could you take this barrel?
Unless you want to be the bodyguard as well.
Alright.
perhaps.
Take the barrel.
Yes, don't forget that bell.
Oh, I threw it overboard.
Can I play again? Let's see. I'm just like stealing.
He's not bothered about the barrel. And he pulls from his belt a small silver flute. And you see him sort of pause for a moment and then put his fingers very specifically on certain holes on the flute.
Nice.
And he blows one long tone. Halamaloo!
That was insane.
Okay. And the portal in front of you starts to shimmer, and then within it you can see shifting pools of colour. And then through that you can see a bustling marketplace underground.
It's good that we have people holding down the home port here.
YOLO, step through. I'll step through.
Okay.
Pete, I've wrapped something around like the blades of my axe so it hides how fancy it is, because I remember what they said about weapons in this place.
Okay. So,
What's your weapons? People like nicking fancy ones too.
Shocking.
who is you're just going to make your way in? Okay.
Yes, I think we are. Not something special.
I'll let them all go through and then throw the barrel overboard and follow.
We wouldn't know.
Where's the barrel?
No, the barrel wouldn't be
Where'd it
there.
go?
Oh no.
Until it came to my deception roll. Oh no, where did that barrel go? What's in the barrel? You know the guy we captured last time? Oh
We
god.
haven't found a place to interrogate him.
Now in the barrel.
Is he able to make noise in the barrel? Or is he that?
He's reshift the scene from the Hobbit.
He's pickling in the barrel.
Can we put something else in the barrel? What? Like vinegar or something?
Fill it up with vinegar.
Can we piss in the barrel?
I like that idea.
Oh, it just got
want to make her feel fear.
Sure, you won't interrogate someone covered in piss later.
As I say,
Don't get it in your
Well, I
eyes.
was there, but he was.
Oh, I tripped. Oh, I tripped.
Oh, this is.
Oh, I fell over. Oh, I fell over
Damn
again.
it, my heel.
You nasty boy.
I can't remember, do they dislike magic users in this world? Or is it fine?
I don't know. I don't think the Yankees like anyone.
Okay.
Okay, so you step through. You step through into a busy marketplace, and in front of you, sort of 100 feet away, you can see that a large dais ends, and there is a marketplace with people trading, all different types, all different races. And you are within some kind of bone-like structure.
Okay.
With what looks like calcified rock between these big bones.
Like a fossil.
Is that okay? Is it okay for me to use?
And to the side of you there are Githyanki in armour with swords and shield, and one who is wearing a robe and seems to be talking to some merchants in front of him. And one of the guards sees you and kind of taps this guy on the shoulder, and he turns around and comes over to you.
Should someone good at deception?
Yeah, seriously.
It doesn't matter.
Greetings, travellers.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking.
No, it doesn't matter.
Welcome to Tuna.
I'll tell the truth, so it doesn't matter what you roll.
Well, you don't have to say anything then.
Yeah, I do. Honor compels me. So
Do you have a visa?
Did anyone mention that at any stage? Ever?
If not, fear not. A small administration fee will see this done swiftly.
how much
Right,
is the
we've done this before, come on,
administrative
guys.
fee?
Do the roll. What's the one which tells you whether they're telling the truth
Trade
or
them a
not?
barrel.
Insight?
That's right, we got a really big
There's
everywhere.
about 5 gold pieces per person.
Oh, that's nothing.
Compared to, yes, I mean, yeah, fine.
Can I use my knowledge of barrels?
Oh god. Oh god, it's come down to Norwich to barrels.
Which I did research. Try and light back up. We're a very valuable merchant.
No, just
Oh,
don't
barrels!
Mention it. Don't mention it. They don't care. You just
He
want
will
to pay.
barrels.
Can I just roll to tell and see if they're telling the truth? Is that insight?
About visas?
Oh, okay. I've only got like 7 on that,
He doesn't seem to be lying, and as he's talking to you, he pulls out a docket from his pocket, and inside there are some pieces of paper in his pocket.
How about we give you 10 gold and you forget the name?
5 gold seems very expensive. Last time I was here wasn't that much.
It gives you...
We've never been here before.
You have been here before?
No, we have never been here before.
Maybe you are confusing yourself with one of the other outposts on the Astral Plane.
It could easily be, it's where it's all a bit new to us, yes.
Nuriel just looks confused as to what you just said.
A mere 30 gold pieces will give you freedom of movement around the common areas of Tuna.
Quick, someone pay him.
I'm just going to click him first.
Thank you.
10 each, aren't they?
But I was only doing that because I realised
Thank you. Now, please, the marketplace here is open for business, and beyond here, out in the city proper, be careful, keep your weapons sheathed, cause no aggression, for we suffer no fools in Tuna.
Stay wise, stay wise.
And as he's saying this, you can tell that there's actually a lot of guards around this area.
Oh, fine, this is not going to
Okay,
As long as you haven't got any troublemakers.
What
You need to keep him busy. Is there a time of day he's at, or is it a bit confusing?
You're inside.
We're in like a fossil cave.
right. The big people with all the weapons, the guards, do we recognise these weapons? Or are they silver in nature?
No, not these ones. They just look like guards. They've got like half plate swords and shields.
Okay. What is our? Do we actually know where we have to go in this place?
Well, when we were interrogating the Doge, he's in the barrel, he's probably making noises while the guards are looking at us.
It shouldn't be too bad, we just need to find somewhere where we can get around the barrel.
You can see dotted around various stalls, shops. Some of them look more permanent than others, and you can actually see that there is a tavern off to one side, built against the wall.
I was going to ask
We'll
that.
go to the adventure thing. Would you recommend a good tavern?
I think we should go somewhere where
I think we should go somewhere a bit quieter.
Where do you suggest?
The worm's shadow, it says, is over there.
See?
Thank you.
It's still early, so it'll probably be quiet, and you should be able to find a room.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Right, we'll head off to that tavern. That's my head.
You make your way through the streets, kind of really formed from the fact that there are these stalls built up and dotted around. A few buildings, you see like a smith and people selling food and other things. There's a cooper selling barrels off to one side, although they don't look like very good barrels.
There are rivals
You see
who go
from
kick
the
on
non- people selling all kinds of things. Livestock, someone selling slaves, all kinds of different things.
Repeat what you just said. Who did what now?
Someone selling slaves.
Roger.
But you head towards the tavern.
Quick, look at that tavern! It looks
Have
great!
you still got that barrel? Under there.
Throws the barrel at the slaves.
Okay.
Okay.
Seriously, what would you do?
we left, we had a conversation.
Did you actually see? I actually kept my cool.
Oh yeah, you did.
You did know that. If anyone has actually looked at Thorak, they'd probably see his knuckles going white, which is impressive for someone with onyx skin.
But you make your way to the tavern. And it's a wooden structure built up against the wall of this big cavern. It seems to be 2 stories. Rooms up above, maybe. You can smell food. There's not much noise coming from it though. There is no music here. There is little joy. It seems like
Hit it!
I was going to say, this
all
could
the
change.
merchants are behaving very properly. No one is shouting or hawking their wares. It's very formal, very calm.
I need to get some. Apparently, I need to get some food because I've been sick. So
It seemed like against the grain.
I know where you can get some really good roasted. You just need to get me a fire.
No, there's guards everywhere keeping an eye on everyone.
Thorak,
No,
no.
but I mean, like, does it seem like people are being quiet because they're scared of something, or people are being quiet?
Or is it more respectful?
Or is that
Mostly that. You do see 1 or 2 people moving around looking a bit scared, but they tend to be working for somebody else.
Okay, I might just do a bit of detect magic, just to see what the background magic of the area is and to see what the effects of magic is. Or should I wait until I get to the tavern?
Thing. I'm magic.
Do you want to do it before or after you get in the tavern?
Kind of once I get into the tavern.
Okay. Right, so you go into the tavern. Nice wooden structure. There's a few paintings on walls. Fairly militaristic sort of vistas in these paintings. And there is a man behind the bar, a human. And there's no one in the common area. There's lots of tables, lots of chairs. And he's kind of standing there looking. Oh, hello! Oh, come in. Please. What? Do you like food, board, drinks?
I think all
three.
yes.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Right. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Yes, I'll go and fetch some food for you. And he kind of bring out 6.5 plates. And he starts pouring some ale.
Some food for the...
Yeah.
We require a board for the night.
Oh, excellent. Well, 6 people, food, board, and an ale. Oh, first ale's free on the house. There you go. That'll be a gold piece each.
Here is some money.
None of us want to haggle, do we? We're just like, yeah,
No,
sure.
exactly, we're all too good now.
Everyone is surprised like
I
this
noticed
place.
this place is fairly quiet.
You well off by our.
Do we actually
It's still early.
to look for him?
I don't think we do at the moment. We're hoping to
Sometime.
soon.
Where? What's our source of information? I played,
The
but I
guy
don't want
in the
to.
I
band.
see you have a drum.
Yeah, I have like four tracks.
Well,
So we just
maybe
look for
later
the
there'll be
lady.
more people around and some music would be appreciated.
Also was good.
I don't want to be out of
We do need to kind of find somewhere where we can
Dump the bell.
Go in the room and stop. Does anyone have like silence?
liberate some
Well, he has
information.
silence, but
Yeah,
his silence
that's
just
what
being able to talk to him and interrogate him.
We need to,
Right.
we need
It's
to
in
liberate
area.
some information.
If you silence him though, I can speak into his head.
You can message.
Do you need the rest of the body to do that?
Yes.
Just checking.
Lizards grow their tails back, right?
Well, you can silence him and ask him questions, so he could make any.
Can we? The room.
Oh, you want the rooms?
Yes, please.
Oh, very
We'll
well.
be back down later.
I'll,
now we
I'll
want
take
the
you
room.
up, shall I? He goes up, he walks out round the bar to the kind of stairs leading up. Please follow me. Takes you
Can I
upstairs.
whisper to Smok, say, talk loudly about barrels so we think we're traders?
But we're not traders.
Well, that's why I whispered. Yeah,
I'm gonna start asking the roomiel about the big blue.
Yeah, it's barrel,
I'll
barrel,
start
barrel,
explaining
barrel.
the sea as a distraction.
Okay.
What are we hiding it
Right.
as? Leatherman?
Yes, and he takes you up.
By
onto a,
rustic architecture.
He takes you up into it goes up and splits either way. He takes you left, and sort of there are 6 rooms, 3 on each side. There's more, but he picks out 6 next to each other and says, "Here you go." Hands out some takes some keys off his belt.
Pretty good.
Hands them to you. Please, well, I can send the food up to your rooms if you want.
Oh no, I'll stay down for the food and I'll take it. So I'll go back down and I'll come down and have a chat. And then...
Oh, you do room service.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm really hungry, so I'd like to get some food pretty soon.
Oh, very well. Fine.
So I'm gonna stay down.
Okay.
I will.
Right, you've got a big barrel. What are you doing?
I need to go and.
Yeah, I'll open the barrel because we actually haven't checked on this guy
Please
since we
remember,
left.
if there's a biggest
You can see
room,
it.
we can go into that one.
Make us to look for.
Is it
13?
darkest guy I've ever
He's
seen?
quite heavy.
Yeah.
But you've got to pick him up, and then Thorax leans over and helps you. And you deposit the Dragonborn
I'm not that weak.
onto the floor.
I'm quite strong.
Are you all 5 of you?
I
in the room?
want to stick and watch this. I think this will be fun.
Okay.
How long does it take me to get food?
A few minutes. They come out of the food. Okay, so you deposit the Dragonborn.
Can I use my detect magic? Just, you know.
Yeah?
Okay. Just double check if there's going to be any enchantments on the room or like anyone who'd be like listening into this in this weird place.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point. If it's like a big brother state, they could be.
Yeah.
Be spells.
And if it turns out that using magic is a really bad idea, I'll find out in a room which
Pretty
I
quick,
pass out
yeah.
in and you just throw me into one of the other rooms for a while to recover.
We've got more barrels.
I was going to say exactly one of them. It's fine.
Yeah, pick up one.
Oh, they're looking for the help.
Barrel Rider!
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic,
Yes.
and you can sense all around you magic.
Holy crud.
Like the wall.
Can she distinguish between magics or is it just magic?
So there's a
After a while,
slightly
I can
stronger
usually-
feeling from you guys and any magical things you have on you in the room, but it's almost as if there's like a background radiation level, you know, sort of permeating the very fabric of existence around you.
This entire place appears to be
Is-
have a high magic
Is
concentration.
it like fog? Is it harder to detect magic further away, or is it just like
It does seem to be sort of dampening things a bit.
We need to find better checkers. Nope, that's him.
He's right
I was
now.
gonna say he's downstairs.
Right, we can help.
Mission
eating.
completed.
A lot of chicken.
Could be anything. We don't know. We don't know what it is.
We
What
don't
food is
know.
it?
We need to find Magrav as soon as possible. Not better
It's
check.
some flesh of some
Dead things.
Some large. It's like a large leg of something. It's definitely an animal.
It's alright,
It
tastes
tastes
like chicken.
Living things I'd be more worried.
tastes kind of like pork. It's
dead and
known
cooked.
as a long pig.
Anyway.
I will go over to the window just to check and sort of look out, see if there's sort of pick out any magical things, like whether the gods are magical if they're walking by.
You can't really tell.
Right, okay. Well, at least there doesn't seem to be any enchantments. Just close the shutters.
So,
Can I try and buddy up
we
with
doing
the
this?
barman?
Yep.
We will wake him up and
Tap him in.
ask him our questions.
he might start shouting.
Or burning.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, the burning.
For silence. Or sleep. Or any of it.
What would be best? Would it be best for him to be outside the room? He casts the silence in the room. I stay in here to keep curing him in case you guys kill him again. God. I can feel the bits
He's just sitting there.
Is he awake?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
He's awake on the floor just looking.
Barely alive.
So
Doesn't
to
seem
talk
to
to
be-
his head,
I'm
does he
gonna
need
roll
to be
him face down.
ungagged?
He tries to resist.
Can you talk to him with him being ungagged? Go into his head.
He's got disadvantage.
Do I
I
get
can talk
advantage
him
to
to
his
his
tied up?
He has
Advantage
disadvantage.
against a disadvantage.
And I rolled a 2.
18.
Okay, so you pin him to the floor. It's a bit more than that.
Okay, here we go with Intimidate. Are we ready?
He's gagged.
Oh, I was going to say that if he spoke, we'd kill him when I took the gag off. If he did not answer our question in a reasonable way.
Whoever's going to be standing in front of him should take my cloak so they don't get set on fire.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Do we want to put something on the floor so we don't get blood all over it? That might raise a few
Let's just
questions.
put it back in the
I mean,
barrel!
I can
Have I
see
joined
it.
them yet? Sorry?
Yes.
No, you're in the blood.
Yeah, they're faffing around for so long that you come up with the food.
Alright then.
Right, that's it.
Guys,
I'm gonna go eat
I have food for 6 of us. So yeah, and then I look at the guy actually.
He looks at you. He's like this on the floor.
torturing again, is it?
Hey,
Torturing.
good cop,
Can't
bad
beat
cop!
it.
Here's some food if you can tell us what we want, and then here's four action.
Can I just see if I can and see if he can talk back to me?
Apply a bit of pressure.
Did you say he's going to talk? Or was that something else?
I don't know. I've not. He just muffled something at me.
Can I just check the rule for Awakened Mind to see if he can talk back to me?
Isn't that the one that does loads of damage?
No, that's rape.
That's my way, yeah.
I think it's called something else.
That word, yeah.
The pause between those two words was a little bit too long, so that's great.
Not a dream I had make it. Sorry.
Well, people have message, don't they? So you can
You can't answer messages, you can only
You
project.
can. You can.
send it and then they can answer.
It's like a one
Or
sentence
he can,
thing.
he can nod and he can shake his head.
Are you gonna talk? Alright, do you wanna?
Do you want to start with talking to him? See how that goes.
Yeah, but there's no D&D when we remove that gang.
I am eating all
You're worried he's going to
Okay.
Oh no, I'm taking some too!
Oh yeah, you're eating all the food. So you're just sitting there. Pan has come over.
Yeah,
having
Pan's done
smelt
the
the food.
Oh,
I'm giving Pan some.
alright. I'll pull out an axe.
Yeah, there's at least
Are you
two
gonna
steps
shout?
Okay, cool. I can telepathically speak to any creature, but it doesn't say make a response.
As creatures. So like animals and things.
Or elves.
Every time. Every time.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready, guys?
I don't-
Where's Magrav?
Assume. Tuna.
Yes.
Tell. World around us permeates my bones.
That's not what I asked.
He is here, as far as I know.
Where in Tunarat?
We're going to need a bit more than that.
He is being held.
Well, yes, we know that.
But where?
In the cave of...
And he's a bit.
In the cave of...
He's being held near the. Cell told me that he is being held by the Githyanki near their Astral dockyard.
Well, we're in somewhere.
This is the merchant district, isn't it?
Probably.
I've been told about what it would feel like to be here. I've never come here. They do not like my kind.
You should just turn around and say...
It's all right, they haven't seen you.
Oh yeah, what would you say? These guys kidnapped me.
Still Chris, which has a, like, if the DM says if you can't version of it you like.
No seppuku.
But, well, if he lies to me, I want it to be
No
something.
seppuku.
Not yet.
I'm not used to this.
Or for it to at least have some sort of visible effect on
All sorts of ways. He just
You can have it so that he like would convulse slightly if you like.
What about cloak?
Is there a will save or something?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Difficulty?
18. What are you trying to say? If he lies to me, he'll twitch. If he hasn't saved, which I don't know.
So he said that Magrav's on the dockyard,
Or
Near the dockyard.
Whereabouts near the
It's quite big, I imagine, the dockyard. More detail?
Hasn't our plot
By me, I
finder
mean
got something that helps with that?
The
Go plot finder.
Yeah.
We'll
in
find
the, in the fortress of the Order of Savagery.
It's a bit more accurate.
I do not know exactly where that is, but it is near the Astral, as far as I've been told. Other people of Cell's organisation have been sent here to find things out. We are trying to find him as well.
I say I'm going to ask the party for a map.
This guy seems
Nice little curious map.
strangely agreeable.
Fold out thing.
Yeah, those big things.
No fingers broken, no nothing.
Yeah.
Strange to you?
It does to me. It's never normally this easy.
Oh, hello.
Can you tell if he's
Just the map.
Just the map.
Oh, what you say?
How do we know you're telling the truth?
Can I tell it?
I hope that
It'll take me a while to get this
I
organised.
might trade this information for my life.
Sure. It's alright, he can't look up at us, he's face down. It's like... Sure.
I don't think I'd let.
Narumio, tell me more about the ocean.
Oh yes, the ocean. No. I don't think I'd lie to him. I can't lie. I'm honest. So I'm not allowed to lie, I'm afraid.
So where was he being held?
Astral dockyard.
Yeah.
And you're in the merchant district.
Check. Why don't you take Narumio and go look for a map of the
No,
area?
I'm not an idiot.
They're already gone. That's the problem. Shipyards or dockyards? I just want to be clear.
I don't mind letting him go. I've got no problem as long as he tells us the right information. I don't care.
I think it's Astral dockyard.
As long as he's not causing us any danger.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
You'd have to think for that. I make a coffee and show everyone. We're going here, guys. Not in that voice.
Hey again.
Are you going for something that's that?
What were the Githyanki Knights called? Were they just called Githyanki Knights?
Order of the Savage Worm were the ones
Sorry?
Order of the Savage Worm.
What can you tell me of the Order of the Savage Worm?
They are a vicious, totalitarian group of aggressors who ride their astral ships and dragons and raid other planes.
Sorry.
What's your opinion on slaves?
I hate slaves.
Oh no, that's a check.
They would enslave me.
Why?
Because I'm a dragonborn. They see it as a perversion of their partners, their dragon population. There is a dragon breeding ground here. Yes.
Why were you...
As in dragons or dragons? Big ones.
Big dragons.
Why were you in the basement?
That's what we found.
I wonder if I could...
I was there to retrieve the information. Someone was making inquiries about the Mazrobian Alliance at the Hall of Records, and I now assume that was you.
Yep.
Could have been.
My operative was sent to find out what they had found.
Why were you looking for us?
I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for Magrav.
Why are you looking for it?
Now it's been revealed.
What?
Selg needs to know where his father is.
Magrav is
Magrav
Sel's
Senior.
father.
Selg was a girl. I also thought Selg was a girl.
Where Magrav's father is.
Oh, I see.
Magrav's
She's
father.
looking for Magrav's father.
Yeah.
Magravite.
Why is she looking for Magrav's father?
make
She want to
Magrav
hurt him?
She's not
They were forming a deal with the Githyanki. And what we now know is Magrav's father took the plans for the astral ships that the Mazrobian Alliance were going to build for them.
That sounds fun.
With these plans to the Rebel Alliance.
Don't want to build things for the Yankees.
What happened to that scroll that we took from Magrav?
What was that? That's lightning, wasn't it?
Yeah, you haven't opened it. It's sealed. And it was warded.
Oh, that was it. It was in the bag. I don't know what.
Oh yeah.
That you found in the in his room under that stone.
The big bad guy is looking for Magrav's dad.
Apparently everyone's looking for Magrav's dad and they're trying to use Magrav to do it.
This is like finding Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, we know what planet he's on. Really easy.
Right, I've got it. Turn off R2D2, then turn him back on again.
That was a long shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna give it to me?
Well, the lightsaber.
Sat there with a
Have
hand
you
with
seen
that.
the
You know,
video
hand. Give me the hand
though? She extends the Luke's lightsaber, and then it's kind of a flashback and shows the entire history of Luke's lightsaber. It's amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
It's almost
like the Obi-Wan
It's
Remembers.
almost as good as the Obi-Wan.
Ah, that's
Remembers.
awesome. Obi-Wan Remembers.
Just search Luke's lightsaber, and it will do that. But it's like Obi-Wan Remembers.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
that's-
Remembers is the best thing
It's
that's
amazing.
happened.
Yeah.
So, although I did watch Inside Out the other day and cried like a girl.
Oh,
I saw on Facebook. I've seen the first half of that film, but we went out or something. Anyway,
Let me guess, these ships can navigate the astral planes and
would have made the Order of the Savage Worm powerful enough to attack Sigil.
And
And the Mazrobian Alliance had been banished from Sigil. And they thought two of them wanted revenge.
including Magrav's dad.
No. He decided not to and left.
Who were the two that decided they wanted revenge?
Mazrobian and Valdofin.
So Magrav's dad.
Yeah, Magrav transferred Magrav.
No, basically,
Oh,
his boss.
Magrav's dad's boss and your boss. So this guy's boss wants to give the ships to the Git Yankee.
But, yeah.
Okay, well at least we know where we stand.
Why do they want Magrav?
Because they want to stop his dad stopping them.
Plus,
I think they feel if they have his son, he might come.
I think we've been the closest to finding actual ties to his father. Wow.
Find Magrav.
Magrav first,
Well-
but we know where Dad's hiding.
Possibly finding Magrav will find his dad at the same
Indeed,
time.
one may lead us to the other.
I have this handy map that shows where
Magrav
we can
is.
make Magrav make the elf. I can show you the map of the looks like a weird ant. Is that how you describe it?
It is a giant floating corpse of a long dead god, which has 6 arms and no legs.
Okay then.
So what was that?
The thing upon which you stand, you are in a small place in a very big floating corpse of an ancient god.
The dark places of the universe.
Really? How strange.
That's amazing how you managed to
It's my one line. It's my second catchphrase after Ixtab lives. Okay. You have been extremely helpful. I thank you for this.
He might come in useful back in the back. Well, I suppose we can see if the information's true first.
Could be lying, don't they? Best not take any chances.
That's a good point. How do we know anything about it?
What will you do with him now?
Well, we've got to find out if he's lying first.
And one thing's that he can't go for a walk because apparently they get beaten up anyway, so that's
Sort
not
of
helpful.
push a plate of food near his mouth.
Near his neck.
I would ask him to actually eat it or just smell it.
At least stand or sit.
Whoa,
I am not a beast.
well, this is great.
I'm pulling over a chair. He's been really
To
helpful.
go where you look like one.
How did he cast this kind of first place? Was it gestures and gestures? Can we cast silence so he can't cast any spells?
I can do that. Yeah. I think we should trust him for now, and if he messes up,
I'll haul him up onto his knees and then sort of try and tip the food.
No, I'm pulling over a chair.
Yes, I agree with Sabbath.
Yeah, I pull over a
Please,
chair.
Nods his arms.
How about we let him go, but I
No.
silence on him?
I will cause you no trouble. The trouble for you is trouble for me.
Swear on your honor,
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you break your honor, know that Ixtab will bring down her full wrath upon you.
He looks at you as if he knows what you're talking about.
Oh, shit's got real. I'll cut him loose. Fuck these guys. No thinking about it.
That was our rope, you bellend.
You can just untie him.
Yeah, you don't back up the rope.
You now have 42-foot lengths of rope. Okay, you cast silence on him.
Yeah.
And he just sits there and eats the food.
Yeah.
Okay, then we tie him back up. And put him back in.
Carefully.
Does he need the
Really
bathroom?
small.
I mean, he's going to be swilling his own shit.
He's a lizard.
That's true. He is. He can still
Well observed.
I'm not quite sure.
I was pointing it out. He's a lizard. Maybe he doesn't need
So
to.
he's cast silence on him. He looks over to you and you can't tell because you're not used to Dragonborn mouth lip movements.
The arm
You
blazing
think he
fire.
says thank you to you.
So I'm just there looking at like,
I will be looking at the map you produced.
Yeah.
It looks like this.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
My
Gerald,
God, that looks like a
good
dead thing with
friend of
6 arms.
Ixtar.
Yeah.
We're by
It's
one
got a
level.
few things. Down here it says
Dead, obviously.
Red Dragon Caves. And then there's various bits and bobs around. The Astral shipyards are over here, and the merchant district's over here.
So we have to go across the two nipples.
I don't know, it looks a bit
Off to the way
chaotic,
I
but it's kind of
You have to
undivided.
go around the giant military district and the small military district.
That doesn't fit. You have marked on the common area. Do you know whether we'd be crossing out of it?
So when we get
He's actually. Do I know what it is? Oh, I still don't know.
Yeah, it's sort of around there.
Don't think we can
So you
trust
could
them.
get to the Astral
I think you should all leave and leave him like
It's
that.
possible, right.
He's gonna piss off.
It is possible to a certain point
Which
to
I
get
don't mind in
there.
itself, as long as it causes us no trouble.
Though we should probably maintain the illusion of
But if
barrel makers and secure an
Everyone
exit
seems to
before we
have
do
forgotten the fact that
anything.
this guy
Barrel Rider.
Turn that out. Everyone seems to have
He
forgotten.
sits there, eats the food, and then
What?
So the guy's evil.
He is evil, this is a fair
I'm
point.
not forgetting his evil. I think he should get
Yeah,
back
but he
in the
was
barrel.
really useful, and I'm trying to work on Magrav.
But
You know, that
we can
important
hardly
thing we're meant
trust
to be doing, especially now the fate of the plane. So now, really,
I
once
say we
again,
put him back in the
threatened.
barrel.
Like sigils threatened again. That's happened again.
I mean, won't be gone long, we probably won't die. Probably.
We're not going to be gone that long, we're fine in the barrel.
Yeah. Put a little bit of food in maybe.
Well, he's just eaten. He's just going to be swimming around his own shit.
it looks like he's trying to talk to you.
Couple of tissues.
I think we should. Could you?
Drop silence.
I will be very ready to cast it again.
I am. I have one casting left of it.
All right.
Well,
I would be very careful.
I'm going to use this again.
The Lich Queen presides over the city. She is very powerful.
Does it sound bad as
Magical way.
the mercy person?
it just seems strangely.
I don't know, we've got more barrels.
We're not going to put a Lich Queen in a barrel.
I bet that would be worth a lot.
Fine, then we'll put her in two different
How
barrels.
big a barrel do we need?
Come on, who wouldn't buy a Lich Queen in a barrel? That's exactly my point. I don't trust them.
How much beer did you guys drink before I arrived?
Not enough.
Not enough by a long way, that's it.
What would I need to do to secure my freedom from you?
Well, we know that.
Oh, this actually requires some thought. I quite like the idea of a musical
No, so
production.
how did we find out it was evil?
What?
We did.
He pretends he-
Make him
Yeah.
perform one foot.
Well, we'll just say,
or
well, we know that you are evil. It would take, we don't know what it would take.
I'm evil, but I'm not stupid. I'm willing to make my way away from here with what resources I have and not trouble you ever again.
Yes, but we only have your word for that. You understand that we have to rely.
I suggest an alternative. Honourable suicide.
That's always your go-to, isn't it?
Surprise!
It's not the way of my people. Maybe the way of your God out there in the darkness.
She is no god. But yes.
Smart, do you want to go sell some barrels?
Well, no, well, I would say,
Have
okay,
you ever
so
considered
what
seppuku?
what would you do
Well,
if we let you leave
we
this tavern
can't-
now?
I would try and escape the city with any means that I have.
Out of character, we can't honestly let him go because he's evil and will betray us in a nutshell. And two, we shouldn't just torture him and kill him to death. Just let him do it himself. Seppuku is the
Okay,
cut this all out.
I don't have Parliament. I used it.
I used it twice on him, it failed, and then I used it another time.
Can you
and it also
polymorph
failed.
him into olives?
Or into a barrel.
Because I need to have
What about a
rest.
barrel-shaped olive?
Long rest.
Just a really...
No, but we could put him in a barrel, and I could sell a whole bunch of barrels.
Can
to
you make
someone
polymorph permanent?
with olives in, and like 6 of them have olives, and one of them has this.
Can you make polymorph permanent?
No.
Could
How
you,
would that work?
You could
I don't know. I thought we could have scabbers
tiny
and
little
Harry Potter
rodent.
sort of thing going.
Could you make him like a bee or something?
Can I make a bee?
Can I give
a bee?
Because then you can polymorph him into a bee and stick him in a barrel.
Guys, we're getting back.
How about we keep him here for now?
In a barrel.
In a barrel, and if our business here goes well,
We'll
do
review.
find Magrav,
We'll review the situation.
then we will review the situation. We make no promises.
I think
as to
that's
what this
perfectly
will be.
reasonable.
You can have food and be safe.
I'm gonna throw shit all over this idea. He's evil. So.
That doesn't mean we won't kill him.
Well, we
That
can
just
just
means he's still our captain.
postpone the decision is what we're really doing.
If that is the best that I can hope for, then I will
I
take
think
it.
right now our best option is to keep you as you were, maybe with some food, but probably in a barrel.
Oh, we're tying him up.
We
We're putting him back in a
don't
barrel.
need him in a
We do need him in a
Tied
barrel.
Oh, we do. For a
Tied and
lot.
gagged.
You not just tie and gag me over there.
Tied and
It says
gagged
looking at the floor.
will do.
What about the tavern staff?
Can we
Why
just
a
put
barrel?
that over the top
Why?
of him? You know, just as
With
a
the eagerness with which they accept us as customers, they're probably going to be
And
paid
then,
off.
as you leave, in the background, there's this little barrel.
Guys,
And then goes and it out the window.
Does anyone have like protection, like circle of protection against evil or something like that?
Do they have protection against barrels?
Minor illusion.
There's a do not disturb sign that you can hang on the door.
That's the best we're going to
No,
have.
Could
I
the
think
barrel
swap
fit-
that out for find traps, which you know is
Could the
pretty
barrel
useful.
fit him on a chair in?
No.
Why the
Just
barrel?
about
You're
fit him
obsessed
in.
with the barrel.
Just put do not disturb.
It's a good thing you go in the
If
back.
you've got one that's just big enough for
What's,
his head.
I don't even know his name. What's his name?
This is
We never asked. We did.
No,
You
this
know his
is-
name.
Oh, come on, I know this one. Ferrari, I think.
We'll go halfway.
Ferrari.
We're on a chair. And then we put the barrel.
Your obsession with the barrel.
A barrel fetish thing. So.
Hey, it's a disguise. People walk
He
in.
suddenly looks a bit distracted.
Who's that man with the barrel on his head? Better not ask anymore.
Right.
How long
what's
is your
that?
sleep?
How long is your
Has
sleep?
anyone
There are dragons using magic nearby.
Do you know what kind of magic?
Can I look out the window and look up?
You can't. The area you're in is kind of covered.
What in
Boo.
Can you
I cannot tell. Here it seems that there is too much magic.
Okay. I'll turn to you and go, is it acceptable to leave him here as our captive and deal with him later?
I mean, it's acceptable, but who are we going to leave in charge of?
That's why we put him in the barrel.
We leave him tied. We ask the staff to leave
No,
our
if he's
rooms alone.
tied up and in a barrel, he can't cause any trouble.
Come back and
He
possibly
can run around.
let him commit seppuku later.
He said, oh, we could strap him to a bed. We could strap him to a bed.
Have a look at my rules. Dignity.
What if there's indignity? I don't want him getting out.
Because even though I'm not level 3 and don't technically have an oath, I'm still going to follow the rules.
That's okay.
What about tying him to the bed?
Well, no, I think we should ask just like whichever way is most secured.
Yeah,
but
we just
not in a barrel.
need to secure him in any way that will.
Can I have the book next?
And he's
Or a
currently.
different book?
What if we tie him to the bed? Then he's more comfortable, but he can't run around.
I mean,
Time to a bed?
I'm good with that.
Sorry?
Would he be comfortable being tied to the bed? It's got weirdly kinky.
That was probably the most comfortable place for you.
Alright, time to okay. Yeah, but right. If we tie you to the, we'll tie you to the bed and then progress from there. I'm waiting for you to decide. You can still kill him in the bed, but that's particularly.
Alright, I'll start. I'll sort of.
He goes and lies on the bed.
Alright, I'll start tying him to the bed.
Something those 2 foot long ropes work quite well now.
I'll be the last one out of the
agree.
room.
He's been nothing but cooperative, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if we weren't going to make this decision, I was probably going to do, you know, the whole Savers guidance for whether the wisdom will screw us over thing.
I'll just tie him
Right,
to
let's
the
go
bed.
to
He
this
is
place.
securely tied to the bed. You all check the knots and gag. And he's there. He can breathe.
Get the fuck out of here! The maid comes in. Beneath this pillow is the key to my release.
I need more lemon clear.
I like the do not disturb sign on the door and just go and have a chat with the
After you.
Is everything okay with the rooms?
Can you
Yes,
can you
they're actually
magically
quite
lock
nice.
the door or something?
Excellent.
Yeah, everything's fine. We've placed our do not disturb signs on the door because we have some personal possessions to the room.
Oh, of course.
Thank
Once
you.
you have the key, the room is yours. We'll tidy and clean whenever you ask.
After you.
Yes.
We're just a merchant looking.
It was very tempting. It was very tempting to put the barrel on his head.
You could run up to the room and pretend and just put the barrel
What,
on his head.
did you have a name for this barman?
His name is
It's really tempting.
Thank you for not.
Steve.
Sarkel.
Is that an auto name generator?
Yeah.
Oh, right. 'Cause you roll
The
the
handiest
dice.
things on the DM screen is an auto name generator.
You roll the dice.
Say thank you very much and give him another gold for his help.
Oh, wow.
Very
Okay.
kind of you, sir.
Right, let's go to this area. Let's go to the docks.
Are we going to do this stealthy look?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
After this, I'm going to say, I'm going to ask the barman. So we have to go to the dockyards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be very careful.
Well, this is what I was going to ask. We have business there, but what's the safest way of getting there?
Well, this district kind of spreads across the corpse
Why do you think it's gone?
for a fair way, but you'll see there's a fortress over there near the Astral dockyards. There's a small area of the dockyards that's open to non-Githyanki, mainly for sort of transport to other areas. I would be on your best behaviour in that area. That would be my advice. Very much so.
Right. I think we should explain this to Thorak in a very simple monosyllabic words.
Thorak? Weapon sheathed at all times?
No
I'm the only one who's
stabbing.
covered up my weapons. I'm just saying.
I just have a staff.
I have a
A shiny staff.
It's like, okay, everyone, best behaviour, weapons covered, everyone good with that. Do we know how, or just from the GM point, do we know how they do give you a hand?
And
Yeah.
that's fine.
Don't know if it's normal to have a cat walking around.
I don't think I'm
other
a
bits and
liability
things
in
around
this
this
place.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, they probably enslaved us.
As an ogre, are we going to walk past more slaves?
Oh, there's there's a vast slave auction house outside the structure when you leave. Are you looking for slaves?
We're currently one of our party does not agree with the practice. We're taking a
Don't tell
wide
anyone.
berth.
Personally, I think it's quite disgusting. But they get stuff done. So
No! Where's that barrel?
That's it.
I
Carry the
take
barrel.
Thorak by the arm and I'm leading him outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just take a wide berth. So thank you so much.
Could we maybe have a bit of a rest before we fight again? No?
Why?
Anyone else? No?
I need a long rest. Do we have 8 hours?
I could.
I have no idea. What time is it?
We go straight from
he
here.
said
to
the
next
barman
one.
said it's early, but you don't the astral plane's not really.
If we go straight from this to the next fight, I'll be fine.
We could have a bit of a snooze. Let's have the quickest long rest in history.
8 hours. The quickest 8 hours ever.
Well, he's
It
going
took
back and
only
say, oh, sorry,
8
mate.
hours.
Yeah, so back up there, take the barrel off his head. I mean, so
Yeah,
get back
sorry,
up.
you're now getting removed from the bed, back in the barrel.
I
We're going to
really think we should sleep before we go anywhere.
I'm sure you could sleep in the other 5 rooms.
I kind of have to agree. If we're all
Can we
waiting.
take it in turns to keep an eye on the other person and like maybe do it 10 hours? So like
Well, no, I just do with a few short rests. So
I could do my elf kind of thing where I just sit there and look in.
Yeah.
I can do that and just sit there, and I imagine I'll sort of notice. But
Yeah, you can keep an eye on it.
yeah, so
Between you and Bethsheg, you can keep an eye on
and
it.
pan.
And Pan.
yeah,
Pan
exactly.
needs
Yeah,
to sleep
absolutely.
occasionally.
We do get a rest.
Okay, so
I have no
long
spells.
rest. See if the streets quiet or get busier, or which is better for us. Or if it gets busier.
Second win. To 100.
I recover.
Right, so what do I get back?
Oh,
long rest?
while we're doing long rest, can I learn
All spellcasters lose 1 spell from your top level of spells.
Whoa!
No, just the astral plane seems to be drawing.
As in spell slots?
Yeah, spell slots.
I would really suck if I had spell slots.
Okay, how does that work?
I can't cast anything at the highest spell slot because I multiply it. So I've got rid of hold monster. So
Well, we're now on 1 mass cure wounds.
I've still got bam.
I blame the
Just
room.
1 mass
How do you
kill.
have all monsters? I'm pretty sure like 5th or 6th degree. You're multi level. You're multi-class. Level 4 as a whole monster for Warlock. But level 4 spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so you rest. Fine. Okay, so you have your rest. You guys keep an eye on the Dragon Ball and watch the wires. And you reconvene in the tavern, and there are some more people in the tavern downstairs now, quietly enjoying a restrained ale.
Restrained ale. Is the ale literally like tight?
It's tied down.
If anyone laughs a little bit too loudly, everyone turns and tucks at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Okay.
Avoiding the slave trading.
You make your way out into the cavernous area that you appeared in, and as you get to the other end, you can see a large opening that you can see out across the surface of the city, with vast buildings growing up into a silvery, void-like sky with shifting pools of colour, which has the kind of effect of giving you the same amount of daylight as an overcast day. So there's kind of a grey, silvery light across everything. Feels a bit like it's not quite daytime, but not quite nighttime. And you start to make your way through the city, and it's very militaristic architecture. There's these structures with buttresses and parapets and towers, all those kind. It feels quite impressive as you're making your way through the kind of shops and district that's kind of set up for non-Githyanki. At one point you can see that the ground slopes down towards the neck of this vast dead god. And then on the kind of collarbone there is a large open area where there is an auction going on, and a large line of slaves is being led out of a series of pens and cages to be sold to various Githyanki nobility. And
We move quickly through.
and you move quickly past, because Thorak hates slavery, but he's not stupid.
Yeah, can I make a perception roll to see whether guards are noticing us more, or just sort of the same level as everyone else?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9.
There are lots of guards looking at you a lot of the time. As you're walking along, the guards are actively like
Say if
looking
you
at
roll a
people,
natural one, you do something about it.
checking people. No, nearly.
Oh!
Nearly. The one's just next to it. Okay, so you make your way past the giant slave market. And heading along this kind of broad avenue with lots of stalls and shops, food, tools, kit, no weapons or armour being sold. It's all kind of goods and services that are being sold here. And you make your way through, and after...
Carry on.
No, go on.
No, I was just thinking about something cool to do later.
Okay.
When we're being run out of town.
Hopefully we won't be, so we have time to talk to the slaves.
After about half an hour, you make your way up a road between two close buildings. And as you come through, you can see ahead this large fortress with big towers, parapets, and there is a red dragon sitting on top of it.
A real dragon or a fake dragon?
A real dragon.
Whoa, okay.
And as you...
Would I have seen a dragon before? I don't think any of us
In
have.
Dark Sun, there is only one dragon.
Oh, that's the point. Is it?
And it is the most powerful creature on the planet.
So that's a bit scary, isn't it? Is it a Toro dragon, so Chinese, Asian dragon,
I don't think
or European?
European. I think there's more than one.
So would we recognise kind of its structure, but
It's still quite
no, it's
It looks slightly different, but it's a red dragon. Definitely a red dragon. It's got wings, it's got 4 legs, it's got big head, horse-like head, wings.
Well, we found the source of the dragon doing magic they was talking about.
And as you walk along this street, you get the sense that everyone's kind of going, all the traders and people, and but there seems to be very valuable things here. So they're selling all the best stuff to the rich people in the shadow of this kind of big fortress. So obviously they're putting up with that kind of level of terror for profit. And the area that you seem to be in, where the guards are confining people, is getting narrower and narrower. And you kind of draw level with this giant fortress, really dark stone. It seems to be made out of the kind of calcified rock that's the body of this dead god. Ahead, you can see gliding through the silver astral air a strange shape, like some sort of fish-shaped, shark-like, but made out of some sort of coral or something, sliding through the shifting pools of colour, and it flies in and down behind some buildings. You can't see where it goes, but over there is the astral shipyards. And you kind of make your way down, and there's some people selling exquisite tools, saddles built to be put on a dragon, kits to clean dragon scales, things like this, all the things that you would use for dragon riders. And these people are clearly making lots of money from what they're doing, but you can tell that they are kind of either have to be there or terrified. So. And you come around a corner, you can see this kind of arm poking out into the kind of air, and attached to this thing are several of these kind of weird long shapes. Some look slightly different. So yes, there is the fortress, there is the astral dockyard, and there are people around and lots of guards.
So we're near the Astral dockyard. Then Savvy used to have a fine plot thing.
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
Are we looking for like the order of something?
Looking for the Savage One. Apparently they have the...
Where we asked about it.
Hello, can we have Magrav now?
Hello, Savage Worm. Hello, Savage Worm. Shout out really loud.
Hello.
Savage Worm!
As you are sort of thinking or muttering between yourselves about the savage worm, you see coming down the street a troop of 10 Githyanki knights, all in full plate armour with two-handed swords across their back, and they are marching along the street.
Do they look like the ones that I saw? Because I saw one just before he teleported up in Magrav.
Yes. They're marching along the street, and people are quickly getting out of the way.
I join the getting out of the way.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Step to the side cautiously.
Okay. They kind of march past you, and they turn and go down a road. Some guards move out of the way.
I'm going to watch to see where
go
they
down
go.
Down a road, and you can see them get to a gate on the front of the fortress. The guards move back in the way.
I'm guessing that's where they are.
The fortress. They're the ones that took Magrav.
Are you casting your locate creature spell?
Yes, I think I'll be doing the locate creatures spell.
Go plot find.
Go gadget, plot find.
And then let's just beeline it.
I sort of tried to push away the overwhelming magic background stuff and try to think of Magrav, because I know, because everyone says he's in this plane and this is probably the best place to find him, so I'm trying to think of him, see if there's any sort of lines leading him.
Okay. So you calm yourself, close your eyes, and you focus. And in your mind's eye, you see a thread extending away from yourself
Why have I been taken
towards one of the strange ships docked on the arm.
I'll try and surreptitiously sort of point like, I see it over there. I believe that's where they're holding him.
It looks like it's just beyond the cordoned area.
Is that where they took Magrav? Or the knights went? Sorry.
No, the knights went into the fortress.
And Magrav
Seems to be over there.
Can we go that way?
You can, but the cordoned area is just before it. So the guards are blocking people off there.
Yeah.
Just beyond, there's a ship docked that you think.
I can't really walk in. There's guards, but it's just
There are buildings around, so you could try and kind of hide and climb up something and get past them.
Can we like alleyways and things?
You could bamf beyond people.
You're asking me to sneak here?
Are there like alleyways?
There are, but any that lead away from the common area seem to have a guard or two nearby. You might have to be unseen, possibly.
I'm sorry, Sean. Yeah.
Invisibility? How many of us can go invisible? One success. Or at least get past the guards without seeing.
Probably do.
Alright, distraction!
I can do it. 2 at a time. 2 at a time. Well, I can get past without them seeing.
You can make a good go at sneaking past.
I can get past without them.
We can probably get
Sabbath's got invisibility.
Do you?
I bought one for
we
her.
can probably get by. I can eventually use to. I can bounce. She can.
This one works,
Are we
right?
ready? Team, go!
So, me and you were going to try and sneak? Climb up high.
I'll bump onto the roof past the guards.
Are you doing this sneakily?
No, just in the middle of the street.
No, just like...
They can't see where I've gone, I just disappear.
I'm sure they won't be looking for the guy that just teleported.
Are you trying to hide? There are guards all around everywhere.
They're everywhere.
That's a good point.
It's not.
There are shops though, so there's like stalls and shops. You could try and, hide in one of those and then.
Alright, I'm going to do that.
I'm going to sort of,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to hide in the sort of lee of
I'll go and punch a guard in the
shop.
back.
And when no one's looking at me, I'm going to make a stealth roll and disappear.
Okay.
I'll do the same, but bump onto the roof behind me.
I'm taking my invisibility potion as well.
I'm also taking my invisibility.
Everyone make stealth rolls.
Apart from me?
I get an advantage on that because of my shoes.
Well, you have advantage there.
18 and 15, so I'll take the 18.
I actually, mainly because as you are trying to shuffle around, the dragon on top of the fortress lifts off, and you can now see that there's someone sitting on the back of it.
I'm back behind them. And then hit them.
And the dragon is mine. No.
18,
I am
22.
the dragon.
I actually rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, loads.
I got 20.
Yeah, so 26
I actually might
total.
not need this. 27.
I got 20.
I get 8. Pam gets 13.
Okay.
I'm good, I get the same as the Panther. I had advantage because of my shoes, and I still get 13.
Or are you doing invisibility?
I'm making the two of them invisible.
Are you making you and you invisible?
Oh no, I don't think I need to be invisible. I'm
Yeah,
very
you don't,
stealthy.
but I didn't know that before you rolled.
Well, no, but I was going to battle because I've got shadow step.
I didn't know that either. Is in shadow step, you've got to step into shadow.
Yeah, but if he ramped at the same time as he did, you wouldn't have been able to fix it.
Misty step or shadow step? I've got Misty step.
He's got shadow step. So his stealth roll was to see if anyone notices him going into a shadow and not coming out.
So it's not a high roll.
And yours was to see if anyone...
Just trying to dexterity stealthy my way through, really.
And I
suddenly find that you're
perform a
invisible.
nightcrawler and just go bam.
Okay, yeah, I got a 13 trying to take the invisibility potion.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh!
You got like 26, so you go invisible.
People keep asking me to make stealth rolls.
What are you
They
doing?
don't.
20.
Bad idea, bad idea.
Just stealthy.
You're just going to try and stealth past the guards.
Wow.
You can play some music, make a distraction.
I
for us.
rolled a 12. Plus 11.
Yeah.
How did you get plus 11? Do you have
I rolled a 1.
It's
disgraceful. A guard in one of the alleyways is distracted by the dragon taking off. And
that would be a very good distraction.
How do I go?
If we see that, can I just
Trying
go
not to
past
rub,
as
yeah,
well?
trying not to rub your belly on it as you go past. And he's
I
like,
just do the same thing.
he's looking up in awe.
I'll see someone doing this one. He's like, I'd be part of
Everyone is inspired by my bullet getting past the guard.
Okay, so you shadow step, you bamf,
I've done potion.
you take the potion, you go invisible. Pan clambers around with you.
Nice, good stealth skills by everyone. Nice. D3.
Go up and over the building.
Okay.
So where are we now then?
Okay, so there's a series of buildings along, there's a road running along, a couple of alleyways, a series of buildings, and beyond that there are kind of prongs sticking out into nothing, which these strange ships that look like they are alive, kind of thing, docked on the side of these. You can see kind of openings in them that people, and you can see people moving around on top of them and coming out onto these prongs and walking onto the main.
Okay, I'm sort of next to Zamot, and I'll be trying to sort of nudge him in the right direction towards the right ship, and other people try and see what direction Zamot's
You're
going.
invisible.
Yeah, which is why I'm poking.
Oh, smart.
Zamot!
Ah! Jesus!
You're not invisible, are you?
Sharp fingers.
That's what you say as you're going past the guard.
I'm stealthing
Yeah. Pretty dragon.
I'm stealthy on the roof.
Massive lumpy creature. Ow!
Okay.
Ow!
Going, ow!
As you are all moving in that direction, you can tell now that the dragon is moving in the same direction towards that area.
That's nice.
Everything is alright.
And you move over the buildings, and in front of the ships where they're docked, there's a large space for cargo to be marshalled and moved around. Behind and to the next to that, there's a series of kind of warehouses in the middle. So there's kind of warehouses on the main area, and then around it, kind of big loading.
Are they
area.
guards like the knights?
There aren't knights, but there are some guards, and there are some near the ship that you guys that Sam has pointed you towards, which you can see over to the right. So there are a few guards moving around, but you're kind of all together in a couple of buildings next to each other, either on top of it or
How
in the
far is it
alleyway.
from the building to the ship?
Probably about 100 feet. The dragon is now moving over
Basically, it's a dockyard. There's lots of things to sort of crouch behind. I'm sort of crouching behind. Yeah, I'm not. Dragons are pretty magical creatures, and they can usually see magic, I think, or something like that. So.
Could we use a distraction? Could we like get something going on in a different part of the dock and get everyone down there?
Can someone summon a creature? Sure, we've done that before.
I can get a swarm of creatures. I could do that.
How do I?
Also, then start looking for magical
Didn't we
stuff.
like something to try and like spectral Spartan at one point?
Oh, that was the
The big card.
Oh, we don't have those anymore.
They got sold.
Now we have a bag.
Yeah.
A bag of 5 bags. Yes.
I can do a swarm of bees.
Swarm bees in the garden.
Locate creature is a concentration spell, right?
Okay,
Concentrating,
I'm
try
gonna,
and do this.
in game terms, I will talk into Nucleus Mind to them to do a swarm of bees at the guards.
Oh, down around.
Yeah, to distract them.
Right then.
I'm covered in bees.
I'll do a swarm of bees.
Not the bees! Oh god, the bees!
Hang on.
I ate all your bees.
Talk amongst yourselves for a bit.
I'm actually going to be hiding in shadows even though I'm invisible. Because force of habit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because I'm really good at stealth.
Conjure swarm.
Because I didn't invisible. I'm invisible Nuka.
Trust in the potion. I'm just saying this to myself. Trust in the potion.
Have faith in you.
On a failed save,
I wanted to make sure
is hostile. Hold on. I've got to do a saving go to see whether they attack us or not.
Ah! Attacked by bees while invisible. I'm not sure what's worse.
DC 10 wisdom saving to maintain concentration. On a successful save, you verbally command the swarm where to move. So I need a DC 10 on wisdom, which is +1.
Please, this could be really bad.
14 + 1 is 15.
Oh,
Okay.
That's okay, isn't it?
Yes.
Good.
So from the shadows and nooks and crannies, bees fly out from the buildings around you and gather into a swarm. Does it say how big an area it is?
No. It says something about looking at the monster manual to see how big a swarm is. Basically.
There are more than 3. But less than.
And they're wasps in case that makes a difference.
Wasps.
Dragons see magic and shit.
To turn them into
They're
dragons.
flying 30. Hang on,
Well,
flying 30 foot. They're flying 30 foot.
Dragon
They fly.
born
That's
person was able to
their
detect whether another dragon was using magic. Don't you think an actual dragon would be able to detect more
Could you
magic?
polymorph a swarm into a swarm of something else?
What, into bats?
Batches. Honey batches.
A swarm
Yeah,
of
but you have to be each
insects.
individual one. We have to be polymorph.
Think of the anger of a swarm of honey badgers.
Oh, dearie me.
Under the dog.
Watch out for cables.
That'll be alright.
Very wet now.
It can occupy, so it's enough to swarm of wasps. The walking speed, flying speed of 30. Basically, it's big enough to like cover one person. So you can kind of
Well,
aim it.
I move them towards someone that's someone quite prominent, that's far away, and go, sting the fuck out of that person.
Okay, so these bees fly across the open area between you and the ships, and you see it buzzing through the air. And they cluster around one particular guard who looks like he's got
Very unfortunate guard.
a bit of air of authority around him.
He also had 2 kids.
Yeah,
He did have authority until the bees.
Until they get
and
down
the
inside
bees
his
start
plate mail.
sort of swatting at them.
Can I use minor illusion to make it sound like there's more bees coming towards us?
Okay.
Oh, the bees.
Apparently I can make really bad sounds happen. So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, do it. When enough guards are suitably distracted,
A couple of guards get distracted. He's like swatting them around.
I'm gonna jump
No, wait.
Into the abyss.
I was going to cast Pass Without Trace. That's okay? So we can just like saunter around.
Plus 10 to stealth.
Huh?
Plus 10 to stealth.
Well, it's not just that though. Right? There's a veil of shadow and silence masked by you and your companion. You get plus 10 to stealth rolls, but you also can't be tracked.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, wow, okay.
Cast that shit.
That's rather
I like the
amazing.
sound of that.
I'll do that, and then we can all just kind of go.
Oh, naturally.
Plus 10 to stealth. I
22
might
to
actually be able
stealth.
to make a stealth check.
No, plus 21 to stealth.
I'll be on plus 9.
So if I roll a 1,
As the bees hit the guy and some guards start going over to see what's going on, so like, give him a hand. The dragon swoops down towards the large open area and lands.
Kill a dragon. Come on, guys. We can
Fortunate.
Looking in your general direction.
Oh, come on.
No, they detect magic.
Fuck it up.
Come out.
What are we doing?
Let me see you.
Well, I'm
Barrel Rider!
I'm currently hidden by non-magical means, so I don't think you can see me.
2 successes.
Well, I
I'm
think
also
you-
not.
Do you want me to stick potion?
Well, I am magical.
No, I really want to.
I'm still invisible, am I?
Remember, invisibility ends if you take any offensive action.
Yeah, I know, but if I use my new ability, evasive footwork, with haste and a shield, I'll be on an additional 4 plus D10 armor class. With that cloak of immune to fire, and if I just run around and occasionally hit it with baiting attack, just go whoop, 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 around the dragon.
It's an interesting idea.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to get about plus 15 to hit, and we'll just go there.
Although I realise it's 10 past 10 and probably not the time to start a fight with a dragon.
Oh, come on, you've got to start a fight with a dragon.
Well, no, you can start a fight with a dragon, we just might do it next week.
I missed his step behind the rider and hit him.
Is there a rider on the dragon?
There is a rider on the dragon.
Oh, wow.
You can start a fight with the dragon. Anyway, on that note.
No, I'm sticking with
We
my
all know that.
concentration spell.
So, got it. Dragon has landed in the courtyard in front of you and shouted, "Come out!"
Maybe it's not talking about it.
Can someone else?
It could be someone else, you never
Have you
know.
got a spell that like projects
You see his nostrils like flare and his throat.
project a noise from behind it going, "No, you tool."
You might know that.
Sorry, what did the dragon say?
No,
Come out.
It's a dragon. Is it the dragon or the dragon rider?
The dragon.
Oh, the actual dragon.
Have I seen a clear
Yes.
path open up, sort of, between the guards?
Like us.
Between the dragon's legs.
Fear on the guard. On the
Fear on the dragon.
I wonder what is that?
Ooh.
So my
What- what
pathway
does
is
the,
kind of
rider
blocked
say?
right now.
The rider looks like a Githyanki knight, and he's holding some sort of rod in his hand.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
The rod is mainly what's letting him control the dragon.
We can't.
I thought it was getting
We can't talk our way out of this. We're gonna have to fight.
Oh, he's got a stick, so he can't use machine
Yeah,
gun.
it's like a big saddle.
Before we go into a big fight with something that breathes fire, can we get
Tell
people
from it,
out of
some
the
of it looks
flammable
leather,
boats?
some of it looks metal.
Oh, they climb the bioorganic, aren't they? So they might not be fine.
I don't know.
What is the plan?
I'm going for Magrav.
I'm gonna.
Unfortunately, there's a dragon between me and Magrav.
You could try and skirt round.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'll be skirting around there.
Okay. You're going to try and go round.
I'm just in the shadows.
You're in the shadows.
Spot, are you invisible right now, or are you just...
No, I'm stealthy.
Oh, that's a good point. Perception roll for the dragon.
Oh yeah, I was kind of really trying to point the way to
just
go.
stealthing too.
Since he's crossed
Okay,
race, do we
okay.
get to re-roll our stealth?
Well, no, I didn't cast
You didn't
the
cast
dragon
it.
land.
Oh, he doesn't spot him. They can sense magical stuff going on.
Well, we should just see what it does.
Most of us don't have that.
Like, someone's incinerating everything in the area. I'll be fine.
I'm hiding basically. I'm just going to wait and see what goes down.
Wait and see what goes down. See what it does.
I'm keeping moving. I've got a cape which will keep me from being burnt to death. Sure, I'll be fine.
Okay, so you move out into the open area and start to skirt round the dragon. And as you get close, it turns and looks at you.
Oh my god!
Ah, there you are. And it breathes fire.
Oh no!
Oh, fire! What do I do?
All over you.
I can feel your breath.
I turn to Smart and say, can you cast some darkness above that rider, please? I just really,
And we'll leave it there for this week.
I really want Savage just to go fire-breathing wanker and run.
with this. That's so
Backing
sad.
off into the background.
Cool. Okay.
Very good, very good.
Good session.
Dragons.
Yeah. Earlier on, you were in a
Yankee
dungeon
dragons
as well.
and
weren't you?
Magrav, oh my!
Okay,
And
done.
that is the title of the episode. Dragons, Yankee, and Magrav, oh my.
Excellent.
We found the Yankee, the bad guys.
Great. So, another fun episode. Hope you guys enjoy that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.